Students, good morning. So today we are going to understand the IoT challenges. That was the next topic. So what are the IoT challenges? Internet of Things challenges. That is based on security. There are lots of security challenges are there. Scalability, energy efficiency, and bandwidth management, modeling and analysis, interfacing, interoperability, data storage, data analytics, and complexity management. Okay, so we already understand that there was a lots of challenges in the case of security. Whenever we are using different types of IoT devices, so many organizations are developing different types of IoT devices. So whenever they are building different types of IoT devices, there is one of the major concern, that was the security. So security must be applied to that particular IoT devices, because they want to grab the data with a secure way and process the data, and means for the processing means calculating the data wherever through communication channel. And based on that, there is some task, the real time task that was going on. So if you take any type of IoT system or smart system, there is lots of different IoT devices. The organizations needs the security. That is the one of the major concerns. So many organizations, they are building different types of security protocols to the IoT devices and security concepts for the IoT devices. Okay, if you see, there are lots of research papers is developing on IoT security also. And come for the next important challenge, that was scalability. Scalability in the sense, what is scalability? We know that whenever any application was developed using an IoT devices, we need to measure the scalability of that particular application. So nowadays, for example, the latest government is organizing different types of websites. Some people are trying to register in that particular websites. That websites suddenly crashed. Why this will happen? Because of lots of scalability problem. Scalability must be checked for each and every application. That may be an IoT application. If you talking regarding IoT application, one of the major challenge, that was a scalability. Scalability means, for example, a server, a DSN server or a cloud server, which is capable of accepting only 10 requests, for example, 10 requests. But unfortunately, 11 requests are coming at a time. Then what happened? The application was blocked. So to measure this type of action will not be performed. This type of this type of thing was not going to be happen. That's why the scalability must be maintained. So that means memory in the server must be application scalability must be checked. That may be any type of application, that may be a mobile application, or that may be a web application concerned through IoT. So there are lots of different types of challenges that will be there in the case of the scalability also. And come to energy efficiency. So energy efficiency in the lots, and there are different types of actuators. We understand it previously. There was a pneumatic actuator, there was a hydraulic actuator based on fluids, based on pressure, based on natural resources. Some action may be performed. We know that there are different types of energy resources that was used by the IoT devices. That was used by the IoT devices. But here, what I am saying here is, whenever some IoT devices was used nowadays, there are lots of energy resources was using. For example, 6LoWPAN is a protocol which is used whenever we use this type of protocol in the network layer. Whenever we are using different IoT devices, then what happened? It decreases whenever low power area requires. Then we will use the 6LoWPAN protocol. So like this, there are different types of protocols that is using in IoT devices. Because of the energy efficiency. Because of the energy efficiency only, we are using different types of IoT devices. And so it is also one of the challenge. They are developing, the scientists are developing different types of energy efficiency protocols through to the IoT devices. And next thing is bandwidth management. It is also one of the concern of one of the challenge of the IoT. So there are lots of, whenever you are considering the WSN, wireless sensor networks, there are lots of sensor nodes which is always grabbing the data and storing the data in cloud computing through a communication channels. So whenever the communication is there, there are lots of bandwidth will be established. So this particular bandwidth, whenever the data is transferring from one node to another node, then what happened? There will be a different ways to communicate. So there is a lots of ways that will be communicate of source to destination, source node to destination. So what is the easiest way? What is the best way to transfer the data using different types of resources? It must be considered. So bandwidth management is also one of the challenge that was there in IoT. So there are lots of papers that is going to be reduce the bandwidth. So that is the thing regarding IoT, another challenge. And if you understand the modeling and analysis, so in modeling and analysis, that means using an IoT devices, for example, soft actuators or magnetic actuators are used to make the dolls. So in so many American companies, they want to provide a model. At that particular time, they will use different types of IoT devices to produce the model. That may be the concept of the magnetic actuators. We already understand it in the previous classes. So for modeling and analysis purpose, we have lots of different IoT devices that was used. These IoT devices, which is sending the data to the cloud, and cloud will uses different types of classification algorithms and segregation algorithms to provide the accurate analysis of different products or different resources. So this is also one of the concern if you go for modeling and analysis. And come to IoT interfacing. So one of the another IoT challenge that was interfacing. So interface is nothing but, whenever we are considering the interfaces in olden days, there was an interface for every particular IoT equipment. So there is huge IoT equipments was used to perform a proper task, performing a particular task. But nowadays the interfacing was very huge, because the nanotechnologies was introduced. After the nanotechnologies was introduced, then what happened is, the elements are very tiny, and the sensors and actuators and all the IoT things was very small, that will be embedded into the embedded circuit. So we can say the interfacing of different hardware or software. In the case of what we are talking, in the case of software IoT, or in the case of hardware IoT, in hardware we have a nanotechnologies. In software also we have different types of libraries we are using. If you are an Arduino programmer, if you want to develop any IoT or smart system, then what happened here is, then you need to use different types of libraries that will be available in the internet to develop a particular Arduino application. That means an IoT application. So interfacing is also one of the challenge. So there is lots of research working is going on. And come to interoperability. So interoperability means, what is interoperability? So if you consider the interoperability means, we know that the .NET is an interoperable. That means, for example, I am a C# developer. I developed half of the program using C# language, and I created one .dll file, dynamic link library file, using C# language. Still it will be used in the VB language. The same .dll file will be used in VB language, because of the language interoperability is will be there. Okay, that is the concern. In the case of IoT, Internet of Things, there is lots of interoperability will be there. That means what the organizations are thinking that whenever one IoT device that was created or that was manufactured, once the manufactured product will be support of different configurations, different protocols, and it will be supports on different types of environments, then it leads to interoperability. So this is also one of the important challenge. Interoperability means once the device was manufactured, it will be used anywhere, any particular area, means any particular type of configurations, any type of protocol, it will be supported by that particular device. And regarding data storage, we have a cloud computing, we have different softwares like big data for analysis purpose. Data storage is very important thing because of nowadays all the IoT devices for small nano to huge, there are lots of IoT devices are using. Every IoT device is consisting of sensors and actuators. Sensors is always grabbing the data, always sensing the data. This sensed data will be stored in the data storage, that means be storage data networks or cloud computing. Using cloud computing, nowadays we are using fog computing. In the case of use previous earlier days they are using cloud computing, but whenever the IoT devices are very huge, then they are using fog computing. So like this we have different types of data storage. In the case of data storage also, there are lots of software tools that was still developing. That was one of the IoT challenge. And next thing is data analysis using different types of IoT devices. We have different data analysis, that may be a retail industry, that may be any complex industries. They are maintaining different types of data for analysis purpose. Immediate data analysis, we are using different types of IoT devices. There are lots of countries, they are using different types of devices for data analysis. So data analysis means there are different types of algorithm like classification, segregation algorithms, regression algorithms. So that is regarding whenever we are choosing the IoT. So we must concern regarding data analysis also, because it is one of the important challenge that related to IoT. And complex management, that means storage data networks. If you want to maintain the multiple servers to store the data, you have to organize the data, you have to provide certain manpower. These all things is the challenges of the IoT. Please go through that and learn some of the challenges. In the examination, you have to write side headings for each and every thing here, whatever I am showing in this particular presentation. Please go through it. Okay, this may become for 5 marks or 10 marks, we have to give an elaborate answer. And next, so considerations. So let me one by one line we are going to understand. Consider what are the IoT considerations, Internet of Things considerations. Communication between the IoT devices and the outside world dictates the network architecture. So what is the meaning of that particular sentence? So whenever we are considering the IoT devices, which is always storing some data and performing certain action, that always be based on communication. Without communication, there was no IoT devices will not perform a proper task. At that particular time, there was a different types of network architectures. So that may be a wide area network or that may be a local area network. Okay, like this, that may be a personal area network or pin area network. We have different types of network architectures that uses different types of topologies like mesh topology or tree topology or any type of topologies we are using. And uh, if you consider the next point is choice of communication technology dictates the IoT device hardware requirements and cost. So whenever we are considering the IoT devices, So whenever we are choosing a particular communication technology, then what type of configuration you have to that you not you that particular organization have to think about it. So because of there was a different types of protocols that was supported by different types of IoT devices and different types of configurations that was supported by different types of IoT devices. So based on the costs and these all things must be considered by the companies to develop the IoT devices, and that means based on hardware requirements. And due to the presence of numerous applications of IoT enabled devices, a single network paradigm is not sufficient to address all the needs of the consumer or the IoT device. That means in this particular point, we are going to understand. So whenever the organization will develop any kind of IoT device, so that may support huge number of features, but that may not be supports some of the features according to the present scenario they are developing. At the same time, not all the things may or may not support it. So that is the one of the single framework. We cannot take that everything under the single framework. It is very difficult. If they are getting, so they have to consider these all things. Once they are going to develop any IoT device, they have to consider all the things. That is the thing here. Okay, next. If you go for if you go for growth of the networks, complexity of networks, we will understand